Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This is Matt Garley. I'm a right-handed pitcher at New Mexico Military Institute, Roswell, New Mexico, Whack-Jack Conference, junior college. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Tommy John rehab, and after the rehab, how to become a better pitcher after having Tommy John. I am, like I said, I'm a junior college pitcher. I'm a sophomore. I'm a Tommy John recipient myself. I had the surgery in 2010, August 2010, as a 16-year-old, coming off my sophomore year in high school. Just had just a freak deal. Popped out my elbow, tore my UCL in a scrimmage and a practice, and took a few weeks off, had an MRI, went to a couple doctors, had one doctor tell me that I shouldn't have the surgery being so young, and then had another one that was willing to do the surgery. He told me I could do a 6-month rehab process or go ahead and have the surgery. With the 6-month rehab process, there wasn't much of a chance to come back and compete at a high level, which is really what I was aiming for, so I wanted to have the surgery and just go for it. Ended up having the surgery went good. Came into the rehab process, and this is really where it's the most important deal of everything is, I was told you are what your rehab is, you will be what you put into your rehab. And unfortunately, as a 16-year-old, didn't rehab as hard as I should have. It's one thing that I would really go back and do and kind of stretch that arm more and follow the protocol more. I was just a little bit immature and didn't do as well as I should have on that part, and it really showed from a velocity standpoint. As a 16-year-old, I was topping 87, 88 miles an hour, sitting 84, 83, and now I'm a junior a sophomore in college, and I'm sitting 83 miles an hour, touching 84, 85. So yeah, the rehab process is definitely, I believe, the most important of the whole surgery. So once I made it back for my senior year, like I said, velocity wasn't there as what it usually was. So had a decent senior year, and here I'm at New Mexico Military Institute going into my sophomore year, and I think that having Tommy John has taught me how to pitch. I was always that kid that could blow it by everybody that I wanted to, fastball, 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 and really coming here and under Coach Hardy's tutelage, I became more of a location guy and an off-speed guy, and I'm not that big fastball guy anymore. And yeah, you can get away throwing upper 80s, 90 in the middle of the plate, junior college, but being an 82, 83 guy, you really have to bear down and hit all spots at all times. And really, after having the surgery, you learn your lesson a little bit, and to keep getting better, you want to do rehab, prehab, the prevention of getting an injury. A lot of stretching, a lot of bands. We work with our trainers here to get us better. So, at the end of the day, I wish I didn't have the surgery, but I had it, and to keep getting better is what it's all about. And I really like the challenge of you had a surgery and you had people telling you that you couldn't get something done, and here I am back. I had it at 16. Here I am now pitching in college. I really enjoy that challenge, and to get better every day is really what I aim for. Tommy John, it's definitely not. It's definitely a very successful surgery. I think I read something, 97% of major leaguers that have it return to pro ball, and 83% of the people in professional baseball or in the major leagues that have had it have got back to it. At the end of the day, I really wish that I would have rehabbed it a lot harder, but at the same time, I am who I am now, and I'm really a control guy, spotting up. I have a good changeup now, so really changing eye levels of hitters. curveball to changeup, or curveball to fastball. There's just a lot of different ways, to keep getting better after the surgery. It can mess up your career, but if you keep working, you can do it. I've worked on my mechanics after the surgery. I didn't really think I had bad mechanics. My mechanics, I don't believe, were the issue of why I had the surgery, but I have worked a lot in mechanics. Using my legs more to relieve stress on that elbow. That's a big help as well, to really get that torque and that hip drive. I've worked, several times with arm angles and different drills. So I think the hardest thing for me was to find that consistent arm angle at all times, to repeat the delivery with the arm angle the same. And that's been my biggest struggle with it, was just feeling comfortable. Something just, a lot of times it doesn't feel 100% right, But once I get clicking in that, with that arm angle, I seem to feel pretty good and do pretty well. So that's it. We talked a little bit about, having the surgery, the rehab, and then what it takes to get better. I'm glad I could sit here and talk with you guys today about Tommy John surgery and how to become a better pitcher after having the surgery. Thanks.